and increase emotional intelligence. Like I said, when we talk about emotion, we're talking about a natural instinct that we have in a state of mind coming from self. So it's a natural instinct I have to respond to certain things. That was a divine message for us to keep pushing no matter what obstacle come our way. We don't have to take life that serious, you know. There's things that happen to us that I never got to take serious because I know who I am. Okay, again, the topic today is increasing emotional intelligence. And increasing emotional intelligence, we got to understand what emotional intelligence is a natural instinct of a state of mind that is coming from oneself. So when I talk about my emotions, it's my energy that's speaking. It's emotions, energy in motion. It's who I am that is talking to you. It's my inner being telling me, this inner instinct that is expressing itself. And that's what our emotions are. But when we talk about increasing our emotional intelligence, we step in a place that I want to be able to have the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skill to that intelligence. I'm skilled into that emotion. I want to apply this. I want to be able to acquire and apply knowledge and skill to my emotions. You didn't hear me talk about anything about dealing with emotions to shut it out. You didn't hear me say to stop them. I said that we need to come to a place to have the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skill to our emotion, have some type of intelligence to it. Because if I shut out how I feel and what is speaking from the inside, from my energy and who I am on the inside, then I'm shutting out who I am. If I shut down my emotions and lock down my emotions, then I'm locking down who I am. That's why you have to be so careful when you deal with people that say, you know, you're being too emotional. Are you telling me that I'm being emotional and you're helping me to cultivate those emotions? Or are you telling me I'm being too emotional to shut me down? We first got to understand how important our emotions is, because if it's my natural instinct that's coming from the inside, then it must be coming from the Creator. It must be coming from a higher place that this thing is happening to me, that there's something that I'm trying to express. If it's a natural instinct of a state of mind that is on the inside of me, that's coming out of oneself, then it's something that needs to be expressed if I want to be who I am. So when somebody says you're being too emotional, oh, here you go again, and they don't want to really hear what you have to say. They don't want to see your emotions, feel them. They just want to shut them down. Well, I got something to tell you, King and Queens. If you control my emotions, you control my life. I don't know if you guys are hearing me, King and Queens, but if you control my emotions, then you control my life. Not being heard will make you sick. Because if I'm telling you my emotions is my DNA speaking, my being speaking, my being expressing itself, my energy, who I am is my energy. If my energy emotions, my energy in motion is expressing itself and you're telling me you're being too emotional, they're saying you're being too much of yourself. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, King and Queen? Oh, it's okay. I will, Candace. Yes, love. I will post on YouTube so you guys can see it. It will be called Emotional Intelligence. Yes. Okay. Okay. Come on, Nike. Yes, I love you. We love you. Loud and clear. Come on, Sly. Loud and clear. Come on. Come on, Mimi. Come on, Nene. Come on, Candace. Come on, Deals. Yes, when people say I'm emotional, I shut down and don't want that person around. So Nene, by the time we get off this live, when someone says you're being emotional, you will never shut down again. Because you're gonna understand, my queen, that if I'm gonna shut down around people because they're saying I'm being too emotional, then it's telling me to have a seat that I can't be myself. And I will not allow you, Queen, to allow anyone to have power over you to be able to shut you down because of what they say. You are going to take the keys back, Queen, that are yours, to the car that is yours, and you're going to begin to drive. Just because of what someone says, they will not control you. That is the thing. When we shut down, when we shut down, that means I allowed you to have the power. You see that? I'm so glad, Roy. Oh, thank you, Roy. Thank you, love. I've allowed you to have the power. If you control my emotions, you control my life. Isn't that what I said? So if someone starts saying, oh, you're being too emotional, you're right, Queen. I don't gotta deal with you. I could remove myself, but you best believe I'm not stopping who I am. I will not shut down because you have an issue with who I am. Because guess what, love? I don't have an issue with me. And we're going to talk about cultivating our emotions too. If I'm allowing you to control who I am, and that's shutting down, that's listening to what somebody has to say, that's shifting my emotion. If I'm allowing you to do these things, you are having power over my life. If you control my emotions, you control my life. I won't allow you to control my emotions because I will express who I am because I'm comfortable with who I am. I will express who I am because I love who I am. I will express who I am because I know who I am is enough. The problem is that people start putting doubts in our mind. Come on, show you right. People start putting doubts in our mind, and we start doubting ourselves on who we are and who the Creator made us to be to fit other people's molds. King and Queen, who am I talking to this morning? We doubt ourselves and our emotions because people are trying to get us to fit into their mold when I am who I am. I can't be who you want me to be because I'm already myself. Guess what? I am one in all the world, and you could put any type of cookie cutter in front of me, and honey, I'm just not gonna fit because there is only one me. Thank you for sharing the live, Purple Rain. At Killer Love. But the way that these people are allowed to control who we are is because we don't feel like we're good enough already. Somewhere along the line, someone told us we're being too emotional. And then we got in another relationship and somebody said we're being too emotional. And then we got into another relationship. And as we were growing up, our parents were being too emotional. Our father, our mother, our siblings, our sister, our brother said we're being too emotional. As we grow up, we hear it so much, and it's really saying you're being too much of yourself. I'm gonna translate something for you, King and Queens. I'm gonna do some translation of language to the people that we are dealing with. The people that we are dealing with, they're not saying you're being too emotional. They're saying you're being too much of yourself. Enough with all that. I'm tired and done with you being too much of yourself. I like you a certain way, but I don't like you being you. I like you being the way I want you to be. Not so authentic, not so real. And you're being too much of yourself. When you're too emotional and you're too much of yourself, I can't really control you. So I need you to calm down so I can get back into control. I need you to step out of who you are so you don't recognize who you are and how important you are and what you truly deserve. I need you to step back, and I need you to get back into what I want you to be in so I can control you. That's what this is. So once I understand that my emotions is who I am, that doesn't mean us acting emotional and showing our emotions and all things is correct either. That's why we come, yummy, hey love. That's why we come to, thank you, Sports Freak. That's why we come to a place to want to increase our emotional intelligence. I wanna learn who I am. I wanna know more about me. I wanna know what I like and don't like. I need to really understand the language of my DNA. I wanna understand and be intimate with that natural instinct of the state of mind that's coming from my inner self. I really wanna get to know my makeup. I wanna get to know who I am. Self-love. Come on, Mimi. Because if I don't know who I am, I can't love it. You know, we spent so much time loving what people want us to be, or trying to love what people want us to be, instead of loving who we truly are. And that's why that self-love is absent. I never took time to understand who I am. I took many time and years and weeks and days and months to really try to understand what people want me to be. But I never really truly took time to figure out who I am. You know, I'm trying to figure out something, because come on, Monroe, come on, Queen Solo. I'm trying to figure some things out. Come on, Show You Right, because you know I spent my whole life trying to live up to something, another person's standard. I spent my whole life of people telling me who I should be, and me trying to fulfill that very thing. Come on, Deals. Let's be real about it. I don't know who I am because I never studied me. I never took time to feel like time was worth it for me to decide what I want and who I am. I've been so busy trying to be everything that everybody else wants me to be, and not figuring out who I truly am, made by my Creator. When I care about who I am, I won't allow people to control my emotions. When I truly love myself, then I listen to what I'm trying to say. I listen to what I have to say. When we love people, we want to hear them out. We want to hear what they have to say, right? I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. When the people that love, come on, how real is this? When the people that we love speak to us, we're listening, right? We don't love ourselves enough to listen to what we have to say. Come on, Deals, let's bring it around. The problem is we love people more than we love ourselves. And we've been dealing with this thing our whole life. That's the problem. We love people more, it's real, Queen, than we love ourselves. That's why we care what they have to say. That's why we're trying to fit their cookie cutter. That's why when they say we're being too emotional, we shut down. That's why we don't look to what's coming out of us, but we look what's coming to us. Right? But we got to come to a point, my king and queens, to be able to say, you know, I feel this emotion. What is this? I love myself enough to listen to me. Come on now, king and queens. I love myself enough to listen to me. I want to hear what I have to say. What I have to say is important. What I have to say is more important than what you're saying about me. Come on, king and queens. When we come to a place to really know and see it, because I'm seeing and knowing who I am as the Most High sees me on the inside. That's what I'm talking about. I love myself enough to listen to what I have to say. I didn't say other people. I said me first. Because when we have a standard that we will listen to what we have to say, we will demand it from other people. Come on, king and queens. If I have something to say, and I make sure I listen to what I have to say because I love me, when it comes to other people listening to what I have to say because I'm being emotional, I will demand that respect, that they hear what I have to say. So I want to hear what my emotions are. I want to know what this instinctive state of mind is saying to me on the inside. It's a natural instinct, so I know it's coming from what I was created from. It's coming from the Most High. It's coming from somewhere. Come on, king and queens, that somewhere I'm supposed to be. I love myself enough to hear my emotions, what my emotions are trying to say. And I love myself enough to understand that when I deal with my emotions, there needs to be some cultivating that's happening, that's going on. I love myself enough to step out of a place from just reacting to my emotions, but reviewing and responding. That's where we're going to get into right now, king and queens. That emotional intelligence is us being able to express ourselves, but instead of reacting off of this instinct that we're getting from our state of mind, we begin to review the situation and then respond. This is where the intelligence comes in. Okay, I deal with my emotions, and I allow them to be expressed, but how do we express them? That's what we need to work on. Come on, let's be a little bit transparent, Nene. Let's be real. That is something that we all are trying to work on. It's not a point that we shut down because we feel something. We got to be able to cultivate that feeling to the situation. Do you hear me? If I'm being too emotional because if somebody does something that harms me, and it could be the most lightest thing, they stubbed my toe, they took my place in line. They decided to go first, but I was there. They forgot something that happened and it hurt me. There's things that happen and I begin to feel emotional, that I begin to cry. And somebody would say, Candy, well, you cry too much. You're too emotional about things. No, are you connected to people that want to help you cultivate these emotions? I don't want to be connected to anyone that's going to tell me I'm being too emotional and they keep it moving. No, I need these divine relationships, divine connections that are going to help me to become who I should be and who I am. To cultivate these emotions that I have in me and say, you know what, Candy, you don't have to cry about this, but I understand you have a strong feeling with this. These are people that want us to cultivate our emotions because they don't want us to change who we are. You know, every time I talk about trust, you start crying, Candy, because you every time you're dealing with trust, you get so emotional. Why you always get so emotional? I don't want to hear, I'll be back. You know, here you go again. You're being so emotional. I'll be back when you calm down. No, I don't want people to tell me that I'll be back when I calm down. I want you to help me recognize my emotions and say, you know what, Candy, I know you dealt with betrayal before. I know every time trust is brought up, you having PTSD. Remembering this past trauma that happened to you that's causing you to be emotional. But what I want you to know, Candy, is you can trust me. And as many times as I gotta say it to you, I'm gonna say it to you because I need you to feel that I am trustworthy, that I am willing to help you see how trustworthy I am. Do you see the difference? There's a difference that's going on with people that care about us being who we naturally are and not who they want us to be. But loving enough to help us, come on, Mimi, cultivate those emotions that we somehow get out of control sometimes. This is where the emotional intelligence comes from. I'm not just going to react because I have issues with trust and the person I'm talking to didn't come on time. They come to the door. Oh my God. Oh, you're an hour late. What happened? You know what? What was you doing? Who was you with? I can't believe you. You said you was going to call me. That is reacting to an emotion. But them coming in the door and saying, hey, baby, what's going on? You didn't call me. What happened? I'm concerned. I was really concerned. I thought you got hurt or something. And they say, oh yeah, I got in an accident. Oh my God, this and that. But you want to flip off the handle and start cursing somebody out because they was late and you didn't even know they was in an accident. This is what I'm talking about. When we begin to have emotional intelligence and we increase our emotional intelligence, we come to a place where we're able, hey Wonder Woman, hey love, we come to a place where we're able to not just react, but we review the situation, then we respond. That's what I'm talking about, King and Queens. Thank you, Queen Sella, thank you, love. If I was in a place where I was desiring to wear this dress forever, I was losing weight to wear this dress. I finally put this dress on. I feel good. I'm ready to go out. It took me 4 or 5 months to get in the dress and to look good in it. And I'm very excited about it. And I have it on. And the person that comes to pick me up, they see me. Thank you, Wonder Woman. Thank you, love. Closer to my goal for stars. You guys are awesome. The person comes in the door and they say, oh, you can't wear that. The first response is, what you mean? I took 5 months to wear this, and as soon as you come in, you're going to say that I can't wear this dress? Why I can't wear the dress? Because you're insecure about yourself? Why I can't wear the dress? Because you don't like the color? It always has to be you. It always has to be what you want. Why you can't just tell me I look good? You know how hard I was trying to wear this dress, this and that. And no. because you have a rip in the back of the dress. Like, when we come to a place to start reacting to things and not reviewing the situation and responding, you know what? I care about myself, my energy, more than I care about the situation. And that's the hard part for us. When these things happen to us to get us emotional, do you care about yourself more than you do the situation? I care about how someone is feeling and why they're talking to me the way they are and why they're telling me not to wear the dress, what people's motives are, because I love myself more to find out what is the connection to these people to me. What do you mean by that, Candy? I'm saying that I want to know why. Come on, Nene. I want to know why you said I can't wear the dress. I'm not going to just react and have my emotions go everywhere. My energy is too precious just to unbottle it and waste it on emptiness, to waste it on something that has no substance. My energy is precious that I gotta figure some things out before I just release it into the atmosphere, onto everything. Let's be real. I love myself enough to not waste my energy on why I shouldn't be wearing this dress on you if it doesn't have to be. So I'm gonna figure some things out before I start expressing my emotions, because I got some emotional intelligence about myself, that I love myself more than to waste my energy on anything. Come on, king and queens. I love myself more than to just waste my energy on anything or, come on, honey, anyone. You know, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to sit and respond. Oh, you can't wear that dress. So I'm going to say, oh, I can't wear the dress. Why do you say that? You see, my energy didn't change yet. I didn't allow, come on, Nike. I didn't allow my energy to change because I want to assess the situation first. I want to understand why I'm feeling this emotion, if it's valid or not. And then they say, cause turn around, Candy, you got a rip. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but you don't want to go out like that. You're going to look crazy. And you turn around like, oh snap, I ripped my dress. That's why they're telling it. But if I listen to their first response and don't love myself enough to keep my energy for myself, come on, king and queens, we're so used to going through this life, disposing our precious energy, our priceless energy on everything and anything that comes in our path. Come on, king and queens, if you've been there, I want you to put a 1 in the comments. If in your past you have wasted your energy, you have exposed your precious energy out in situations that never even deserved enough a time, even long enough for you even saying hello to the person, any part of your energy, not even a look, an existence, a word, it don't matter what it is. Come on, holistic. Come on, GB. Let's be real. A Marie, welcome, queen. That's what I'm talking about. I have noticed that I have exhausted my precious energy, which is who I am, into empty things, into things that do not have any substance, that have low quality, and things that I do not deserve. I made a decision in my mind a while ago that my energy will be redirected into my divinity. No longer will I exhaust this precious energy that I need to get to where I need to go. Where do you need to go, Candy? I got to reach my destiny. Where do you need to go, King? I got to get to these promises that have been spoken over my life. Where do you need to go, Queen? I got to reach the purpose that has been designed specifically for me. Oh, lovely lady, welcome, my love. Come on, that's where my energy is going now. I know who I am now. I know my worth and my value, love. Yes, I used to fly off the handle off of every little thing that you did, but you know what? My energy is worth more to me than that. My energy is worth more to me than you trying to make me be somebody I'm not. Come on. My energy is worth more to me than about me being my authentic self. Grand rising to you, love. Come on, Mimi. I I wasn't created to be uniquely me. I am one in all the world to fit your cookie cutter. I wasn't designed to be one in all the world. No one is like me. No one has the same DNA. No one even has your same fingerprint. No one can copy me. Yeah, I'm a girl, you could look like me. Boy, you could look like me. You could dress like me. You could even try to talk like me. You could try to get the same friends, the same job, the same house, the same car. You could even try to have the same spirituality as me. But honey, at the end of the day, I can only be me and you can only be you. You could try to be a copy, but it won't ever make it. You could probably hit 90% and maybe 95, but you will never be 100% me, because I am uniquely me, one in all the world. And when we understand that on the inside, king and queen, then we come to a point to know how unique and beautiful and extraordinary we are. I won't allow you to control me. I won't allow that thing to happen. It's not going to happen for me. It's not. I love myself too much to make you be, to allow you to let me to be somebody else. I no longer need validation from others. Welcome for my lovely, great rising to you, love. Welcome for my beautiful Lauren. I love you, queen. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, lovely lady. Thank you, lovely TB. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Yeah, great day. Great rising. Grand rising to you, love. So that's 9, 8. Oh, thank you. Thank you, love. Thank you so much. 11, hey, love. Thank you guys for helping me getting closer to my goal 4 stars. You guys are awesome. Queen Solo, thank you, love. I no longer react, but I come to a place to review and respond. And if you're not allowing me to express my emotions, then you're not allowing me to be myself. And we allow people to block our emotions. We allow ourselves to hide these emotions. And we already started to hear us moving up. Yay! Thank you, lovely. Ah, awesome. Thank you, love. We don't come on, Taylor. When we're not being ourselves or allowing our emotions to be expressed, we are closing who we are. We are hiding who we are. Every time we repress our emotions, every single time we oppress our emotions, we hide our emotions, we are hiding ourselves. And I said that, king and queens, when they say stop being emotional, they're saying stop being you. Stop being who you are. Come on now. I have my own blueprint. There is no one like me. I am uniquely and divinely made. Yes, that part. Thank you, A. Marie. Thank you, love. Yes, I appreciate you, queen. I am divinely who I am. I am divinely who I am. I have my blueprint. This is me. We got to stop suppressing our emotions, because when we suppress our emotions, we're suppressing who we are. And we could live a life suppressing our emotions. You know what? I'm going to say something about emotions too. The Creator has made our emotions as signals for our life. It is our natural instinct, a state of mind. That's what we said, right? So listen to this. Our emotions are signals in our life. They are DNA speaking. When we start feeling angry, whenever we feel a negative emotion, it's a red flag for us. There's a reason why the Most High had created these emotions for us. How would we know it's bad if we don't feel it? How would we know if this relationship is divine or not if we don't have emotions towards the people that we're connected to? Every time I get around this person, I feel sad. Every time I get around this person, I feel angry. Come on, Nene. Come on, Lauren. Every time I get around this person, after time, it's hard to know what your emotions are, right? Because come on, Lauren, let's get real. Because we suppressed them for so long. We hid them for so long. We've been shut down for 30 years of every time we try to release an emotion. Even every time, come on, Roy, you're here every day. Yes, every day, love. In the mornings, Monday through Friday. Actually, Monday through Friday and Saturdays too, love. Thank you, love. We have suppressed them for so long. We have hidden them for so long. We have shut down for so long. We don't even recognize our emotions anymore. Come on, Lauren. Yes, thank you, Queen. We have suppressed so much of self, and we're wondering why there's no self-love. Every time we suppress our emotions, we tell ourselves we're not good enough. Every time we hide our emotions, we tell ourselves we're not good enough. Every time we don't allow ourselves to be who we are, come on, Nene, we say, I'm not valuable, I'm not worthy, is the more we suppress our self-love. Thank you for the tap, Native. Come on, Mimi. Nene, come on. It's real. I didn't know that my emotions were so connected to my self-love. Yes, I didn't know that my emotions was who I am speaking. Yes, the Most High has created these signals in us, and we deal with bad emotions, so it's telling us that we should not be here. Every time I'm with this person, I feel sad. Every time I'm with this person, I start getting angry. Every time I'm with this person, this hate starts brewing up in me. Every time I'm with this person, I start feeling negative. There's a reason why we have our emotions. Use them. King and queens, use them. I want you to dust off, get into the basement. I need you to dust off the door, and I need you to release who you are. I need you to go deep down on the inside, and all those things that you've been covering up, I need you to start airing some of those things out, because if we don't put our emotions on the table, we could never cultivate them. And make a stand, king and queens, that you're sick and tired of people being connected to you that want you to hide your emotions and not help you cultivate them. I'm done with people telling me I'm being too emotional and not wanting to help me grow in my emotions. You don't love me enough to help me cultivate my emotions if you want me to shut it out. Who am I talking to? Let's be real. If you don't have time to help me grow in my emotions, and honey, you don't have time for any part of me, because then you really don't truly love me if you don't want me to grow. Thank you, Native. Yay. Closer to 4 stars. Closer to my goal. Let's be real. If you say I'm being too emotional and I cry all the time, help me cultivate this emotion. Show me when I'm being too much. Teach me. Guide me. Because my emotions been suppressed for so long, I gotta find a way to deal with them. If I keep hiding them, I can't see what I gotta work with. I can't see what I gotta deal with. I can't see what I gotta fix. I can't finish the puzzle if I ain't got all the pieces. And that's what we're doing, king and queens, in life. When we deal with our emotions, that's what happens. When we deal with our emotions, thank you, Roy, thank you, love. When we deal with our emotions, we don't want to deal with them, so we hide pieces of them. So how can we truly build in our emotional intelligence? How can we truly cultivate those emotions and use them for what we're supposed to? Use them as signals, use them as guidance. How can we get there if we're not allowing them to be expressed? You know what? I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something when I'm gonna give you guys a little experience that I had when I was dealing with a previous relationship. I went through therapy, and the therapist said to me, "So Candy, did you feel? Was you angry about what was that? What was your emotion?" She said, and I said, I wasn't happy. She said, but what was you feeling? Was you angry too? How was you? I said, yeah, I was angry, but I can't express my anger. And she said, why? And in my mind, I'm saying I can't express my anger because expressing anger isn't good, right? She said, but why? Why can't you express it? I said, because if I begin to speak about something that I'm angry about, it's just going to escalate the whole situation. So I don't say anything, and I just allow him to be angry and release his stuff. And then once everything's calmed down, we just keep talking. And she said, so anytime you're angry, what do? You don't say nothing? I said, no, I don't say nothing. I leave it. She said, that's not healthy. And I want you guys to get, my king and queens, to get this out of your head when they say, that you could never be angry, and being angry is wrong, being sad is wrong, these things are wrong. No, there's a reason why the Most High gave you these things. Avoidance. Come on, Lauren. Kizzo, welcome forward, love. Let's be real. She said that's unhealthy, Candy. If you're angry, you should be able to express it. And I wasn't even able to express that thing. She said there's nothing healthy about you holding in any emotion. It's not that we have these emotions, king and queens. It's how we respond to them. That's what it is. They're there to tell us, to guide us, to show us. If I don't know that this thing is good for me or not, then I'm not going to be in a place to know what is. If we don't have these sad emotions, that we don't have these anger emotions, that we don't have this discomfort feeling type of emotion, disappointment emotions, then we would never know what we truly deserve. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So you're never supposed to be angry. That is a lie. We're supposed to know where it says, don't tread here. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to live in this. You're not supposed to feel like this. The person is supposed to make you happy, not sad. The person is supposed to make you happy, not angry. This is what's supposed to happen. So we need to know this thing. Come on, Nike. We are supposed to know this thing. I knew there was something there. And she said, you're supposed to express your emotions. There's nothing healthy about that, but it's going to escalate the situation. She said, so then that's telling you that the situation isn't good. Hello, Candy. If you can't express who you are and how you truly feel, how is this a good relationship? If you can't really express how you truly feel, even when you're doing it in an intelligent way, where you're just letting them know, but they're flying off the handle just because you feel a different way, it's telling you that the relationship is toxic. It's telling you it's a place that you shouldn't be in. It's telling you something. There's some type of warning signs that we go through when we know that this thing is going to happen. That's what I'm talking about. This emotional intelligence. You need to be able to feel these emotions. Why? You can't tell me that I'm not supposed to be angry. Why would the Most High give me that emotion if I'm not supposed to do it? There is nothing that He does to me to harm me. So why would He do that? He does these things for warning signals. These are red flags for us. This is talking to us, saying this is not where you're supposed to be. And we got to begin to use those emotions. When I feel angry, I don't live in anger. I know that this is not where I'm supposed to be. If I begin to speak to somebody and deal with somebody and they start making me feel angry, I get away quickly because I know I'm not supposed to be here. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Thank you, King. Yay. Thank you, love. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all your gifts. Eminem, hey, love. Hey, bad girl. Hey, love. Yes. So this emotional intelligence, it means everything to my divinity. It means everything to my destiny. I gotta express my emotions. I can't suppress them. The more we suppress our emotions, the more we suppress who we are. And how can I ever come to a point to grow if I don't put it all on the table? Life is like puzzle. Life is like a puzzle. Puzzle pieces, my king and queens. That's what emotions are. The more pieces we hide, the more that we'll never finish. The more pieces we hide, the more we can never come to a place of being complete. The more pieces we stash away and hide with, something will always be missing. Who am I talking to? My king and queens, do you hear me? Stop allowing people to take your puzzle pieces. Stop hiding your own damn puzzle pieces, my king and queen. Allow yourself to be expressed. The puzzle now. We're just, come on, loves. We're to the point that we see this whole ass puzzle and it looks crazy, and we don't, a lot of us don't see the vision of it being complete, of this beautiful scenery. We know how these puzzle pieces are. It has those nature puzzle pieces that have a beautiful picture of scenery, of the God's creation. We'll never come to that place, king and queens. Come on, Taylor, if we don't accept that the puzzle is all mixed up, but we're gonna get there. When we don't have the vision, king and queens, we hide our emotions. When we don't see who we are, king and queens, we hide our emotions. When we don't want to take the effort to get to that beautiful scenery when the puzzle is done, we see just all these random pieces and we feel like it looks a whole hot mess, and it does. But when we have the hope and the confidence and the faith, my king and queens, and all that we have been called to be, every single part of us, every intricate part on the inside, every delicate piece on the inside, everything that the Most High has established for us, when we see those things, we see every puzzle piece as it is, and we know that it's going to take some work to put together. We know it's going to take some thought. We know it's going to take some cultivation. We know it's going to take some intelligence to get there. Stop hiding your puzzle pieces, love. Stop allowing people to hide them for you. When you come to a place that everything that you do, when you keep moving forward, you feel like you're taking 4 steps forward but being pushed 10 steps back. You feel like you're doing everything in your power to get your life together, to do things right, and just something is missing. I don't know what it is, but I keep trying. I do it as hard as I can. I try to do what's right. I have a good heart, and it feels like nothing's happening for me. The doors aren't being open. Every time I try to do something, something else happens. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to do everything right, but it feels like I'm doing everything wrong. Who am I talking to, king and queens? Because you're not putting everything on the table. If we hide pieces from the car will never work. If we're putting together a car, if we're putting together a generator, shout out to Native A, and we don't have all the pieces because we're hiding them, it will never come to the place to be complete. It will never come to the place to work. Welcome, Forest Spirit. Do you hear me? We're hiding pieces because we don't like how it looks. It looks a little crooked. It's sticking out on one side and not on the right side. The puzzle piece just doesn't look like how it should. I mean, it doesn't. Stop trying to create something that you're not. Stop trying to fit the cookie cutter. We don't think our puzzle piece looks correct because we're taking too much time trying to be how other people want our puzzle piece to look. Do you hear me, king and queens? We're so busy trying to fit the mold of others than trying to be ourselves. That's why it doesn't look right to us, because our perception is wrong. Our glasses is broken. It's not that we are broken, but our perception is broken. The glasses that we're viewing from are cracked. And that way, when we look at everything in our life, it looks like we're not good enough. And we look at everything in our life and it looks like oh, thank you, Deals. Thank you, Solo. Thank you all helping me get closer to my goal. 4 stars. When we look when we look at our life, it looks like it's broken because the glasses we're wearing are cracked. When we look at we're not good enough, and we look at it and you know what, I'm gonna stay like this. We're viewing ourselves in the standard level, mediocre. That's what we're looking at. That's what our life is. But when we take off the glasses, we actually see that we are whole. We're not broken. Our perception is broken from the things that we have dealt with, King and Queens. And I say this all the time, my love. Beautiful Blaze, welcome forward, love. I say this all the time, my loves. We're not broken. Our perception is broken. We are fully whole. And when we understand that, we will start pulling these puzzle pieces out of the pockets that we are hiding because we don't want everyone to see it and we don't want them to see how messy. But listen, I'm ready to let go of some things and dump out every piece of emotion that I've been hiding and putting under the rug and being silent about. I'm not gonna shut down anymore. I'm not gonna be quiet anymore because I know my value and I know my worth, and I'm not gonna allow people to control my emotions so that they control me. It's not going to happen. I'm not gonna allow this anymore because I know who I am and I know my worth and I know where I'm supposed to be and who I'm supposed to be, and I'm tired of trying to fit this life and create it to be into somebody else's image, but who created it in the first place. I'm tired of allowing people to be gods in my life. You will not control who I am. You will not make me be who you want me to be because you are not my God. Start removing these people off of the thrones of your life, King and Queens, because that's what's happening where you're trying to live up to a standard that is impossible. You're trying to live up to a standard, my King and Queens, that is impossible. It will never happen. You can never be who your husband wants you to be. And I'm talking about who he wants you to be, not cultivating you for who you are. I'm talking to those ones. I'm talking to the ones that really don't truly love you with that unconditional love. Stop trying to be who your best friend wants you to be and be yourself. You will never live up to who your best friend wants you to be. Come on, Tony. Thank you, love. You will never live up to who your mother wants you to be outside of who you are. Who they want you to be, not you them wanting to be who you are uniquely, who you are divinely, but who they feel you should be. Be careful of people wanting you to live their dreams because they didn't get a chance to. I'm talking to somebody. And my King and Queens, be careful of you doing that to your children also. It was your life to live. Do not live your life through your children because it could be their living nightmare. Your dreams are not their dreams. Because you didn't make it. Come on, Nike. Just because you messed up doesn't mean you get to relive your life through your children. Maybe your child doesn't want to be a doctor. Maybe the Most High created them to be an artist. Maybe he created them to be a musician. Maybe he created them to be a teacher. Maybe they don't want to be a doctor. Come on, listen to what I'm saying, King and Queens. We don't hide your emotions no more. Do it for yourself first, and it will reflect off of your family. You are solely responsible for your own energy, King and Queens. And that's your emotions. You are solely responsible for your own energy. You're not responsible for your children's energy. You're not responsible for your wife's energy. You're not responsible for your best friends, for your family, your friends' energy. You are solely responsible for your own energy. And that's, a lot of times, that's where we mess up. Yeah, but my children, I got to make sure they're right. As long as you're right, they're right. Listen to me. As long as we are responsible for our own energy, our energy will change the atmosphere. Every time I get around her, I get happy. Every time I get around him, I feel good. Every time you're not changing their emotions, their emotions are changing because of what you give. Yes, Oreo! Hey, love. Welcome forward, gorgeous. A light bulb illuminates the room, but a light bulb is not responsible for the room's energy. It's only responsible for the energy that it holds in the light bulb. Do you see that, King of Queens? That's what I'm talking about. We got to allow our emotions to be expressed, that our energy is able to show. When our energy is able to show and we're responsible for that thing, everything around us can be illuminated without us exhausting our energy into other people and not keeping it for ourselves, so that we can love ourselves more at the end of the day. That way we can love people better. If I'm not on 1,000, my love, I can't give you 1,000. If I'm not on 1,000, baby, I cannot give you 1,000, my love. I gotta love myself more at the end of the day to love people better. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. And if I love myself with that, come on, Oreo, come on, Queen Solo. If I love myself like that at the end of the day, then I'm telling you right now, I am able to love you just as good.